how to start in AI.
As a developer, you should just not rely on the AI generated code. You should have on your programming skill to evaluate and use it.
In India right now, the people are not a tech savvy. Yes.
There are 1,000 plus blockchain startups in India, and there are 20 states are building on blockchain.
Government just launched that Aadhaar 2.0.
Because government also want to be sure like this technology should not make people's life.
Hello everyone. Let's start our second episode of India and AI. We will discuss about the how IT professionals, blockchain and AI engineers will adopt these AI integrations and how to build scalable solutions for India and the world. So let's start. We have a new guest, Kamlesh Nagore. He is working in the blockchain and AI field from last 10 to 15 years. He is a founder of FSV Lab and Tokenizer. So let's start. So let's start with the first question that is very basic one, and I get heard from every student, every corporate employee. Like it's a repetitive question every week that how to start in AI. Everyone thinks that they need a good course, they need a degrees, or they need to be good at math, or like how to be the entry point. So as per your experience, what will be the actual industry level entry point? Where do they start according to this?
So I think there are two things. One is a user of AI.
Yeah.
Another is like building AI, right? So both are required different skills, right? So if you just want to use AI for your whether it's software development, whether your day-to-day task, it's very easy. I think maybe you have even nowadays even AI is integrated by default in the Google itself and a couple of things, right? That is very easy, and I think anybody can use it, and I think everyone should use it. Otherwise, you will be left behind, right? I went to main चीजें कि how the IT professional can make a career in AI. ना जैसे वो करियर क्या है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल बिल्डिंग AI प्रोजेक्ट्स और बिल्डिंग फाउंडेशनल मॉडल और रिसर्च ऑन द फाउंडेशनल मॉडल. सो वहाँ पर भी डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज है. इफ यू बिल्डिंग ए फाउंडेशनल मॉडल देन यू शुड हैव अ गुड अंडरस्टैंडिंग अबाउट द आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस फंडामेंटल्स एंड देन हाउ द vectoring works, right? Or fundamental about the this natural language processor, NLP, lots of things. Or programming wise, you need to have a good understanding about the Python is a preferred language in a AI models. AI वो एक अलग लेयर है. फिर जो दूसरी लेयर है जहाँ पे आप ना AI मॉडल यूज करके एप्लीकेशंस बना रहे हो, जैसे कि मुझे AI एजेंट बनाना है, राइट? या मुझे AI एजेंट वर्क फ्लो बनाना है जिसको चीज़ें ऑटोमेट करने के लिए. तो उसके लिए बहुत सारे SDK और टूल्स अवेलेबल है, जैसे कि मोस्ट प्रिफर्ड पीपल यूज द कर्सर AI,
राइट?
है ना, जहाँ से आप इजी से आप अपना एप्लीकेशन बना सकते हो, सिंपल राइटिंग व्हाट यू वांट टू बिल्ड, राइट? जैसे मैंने अभी कुछ देर पहले रिज्यूमेक्स बोला कि रिज्यूमेक्स एक स्टार्टअप है पुणे में, जहाँ पे आप सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट आप not just coding, but you can do end-to-end about defining your problem statement, then defining your architecture, then defining your user stories, test cases, वो सब चीज़ें वहाँ से चालू कर सकते हो. और and even if you want to build AI agents, क्योंकि कर्सर खुद एक AI एजेंट है,
खुद एक एजेंट
लेवल AI एजेंट है. पर आपको AI एजेंट बनाना है तो LangChain, LangGraph is a very popular tool, open source tools actually,
right?
जहाँ पे आप I think it support the JavaScript kind of or multiple languages actually technically,
right.
And you can build your own AI agents. So I think LangChain, LangGraph is the right tools to start with if you want to build your own AI agents. And if you want to use AI agent for software development coding, Cursor AI or the cloud is another very powerful. I think Cursor is very simple to use, because itself is a VS
Code extension.
Yeah. Or they have on their even IDE, right?
Yeah.
To do it.
Self-hosted IDE.
और I think ChatGPT का भी एक कोडेक्स नाम का है. तो I think बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. तो now डेवलपर में भी क्या तो कर्सर AI के साथ चालू कर सकता है, जो सबसे इजी लगता है मुझे.
Right.
यदि उनको सिर्फ सॉफ्टवेयर कोड बनाना है, और the AI agent बनाना है, actually AI agent बनाना है, then you can use the LangChain. That's the starting point.
Right. That means like if you only want to use the API level,
हाँ.
and if you don't want to build something from the scratch itself,
Correct.
then you just go with that ChatGPT APIs or just directly integrate that Copilot and all things.
Correct.
And if you want to build something next level of kind of LLM kind of solutions, then go with this VLLMs and all other.
हाँ correct. वो एक different tech stack हो गया. वहाँ पे आपको मतलब how you gonna use the GPU efficiently, how you gonna create the train rate, right? Data set training, lots of things.
Right.
तो वो एक अलग, I think it's a couple of 4 to 5 layers, right? AI की है, तो आपको कहाँ पे कौन से layer में काम करना है, you need to decide first.
Right. So coming up with this question only, that like how people are using that AI and all the stuffs in for normal developers. But let's discuss about the blockchain developers, right? So for blockchain developers, we know that the work is very crucial. That we have to write the smart contracts. We need to make it complete trusted. We need to make it a proper decentralized a way of implementing those dApps and all the systems. So what is the risk involved to build such kind of decentralized applications with use of these AI tools? Or what is your observations right now in the industry?
So I seen, even I think if you go through this Remix IDE virtually, they also provide the AI to generate a code, right? So I think, but generating code, I think you can't always trust on the AI generated code.
Right.
One, maybe the maintainability is a challenge, because what AI written only they can understand sometimes, right?
Right.
So as a developer, you should just not rely on the AI generated code. You should have on your programming skill to evaluate and use it. So युगा तो मैंने बहुत सारे देखे हैं जो लोग AI से अपने पूरे इंटरनेट डेप बना रहे हैं, NFT बना रहे हैं या एक्सचेंज बना रहे हैं, right? With and writing smart contract.
Building an NFT is very common thing right now, but if you're trying to build a decentralized application, then that will be a huge thing. That
no, I think वो भी कोई use थी नहीं. Using cursor, you can just give what you want. It can be built. So वो तो issue नहीं है. But I think जो other segment of where I think AI and blockchain intersection is like how you can use blockchain, because AI is all about data. Right. Data training, right?
Right.
And always the issue of the trust. मेरे AI का जो AI model वो trusted है नहीं है, trust और output trust नहीं, तो वहाँ पे blockchain role play कर सकता है कि you could use blockchain. Even I seen couple of even blockchain network, they provide running AI agent itself on the blockchain ledger.
Right.
एक ही use case हो गया. दूसरा, जब हम agentic AI की बात करेंगे तो वहाँ पे जब billions of AI agents होंगे, right? So you need some kind of identity mechanism for AI agents as well.
Right.
Another is a responsible behavior of AI agents. How are you going to define? How are you going to ensure that AI agent is working in a similar manner what is supposed to do? So blockchain is very good technology to solve that problem, where you record this AI agent identity on blockchain, then check their governance or their responsibility assignment on the blockchain ledger, because it's immutable, right? Somebody can change it. Right.
So there
are many projects. For example, MIT Nanda is the similar firm. They are building a internet for AI agents using blockchain network.
That's really great. Yeah. So there is also a new term, that a decentralized AI. So lots of the people are actually building a decentralized AI. Means like all the LLMs and everything will be happen through that AI layer, and all the crucial data that we can say that using a zero knowledge proofs and encrypting that into, then let's put it into on chain and then using the off chain. Correct. So what is your thought on this? Like
I think वहाँ पे ना couple of things है. मतलब a decentralized AI, I think its word is simple कि you are decentralizing AI, right, democratizing AI, but technically there are a couple of use cases could be there. So one is simple, like AI agent registry on blockchain and their verifiability.
Right.
Another is like use cases where you are training AI agents, you are training AI models on the trusted data of blockchain. Let's say whatever data is coming from blockchain is already verified and trusted data. So एक वो हो रहा है. दूसरा, आप AI agent itself you running on a blockchain ledger. How you running AI agent in cloud, right?
Right.
Now you can run on a ledger is on chain as well. तो ये तीसरा यूज केस हो गया है. और फोर्थ यूज केस ऐसा हो गया है कि लाइक incentivizing the user,
Mhm.
the data is used during the AI training model, right?
Okay.
Because
Mhm.
at the moment, say for example, हमने सुना होगा कि भी Google सारा data use करके train कर रहा है, but data is not user Google on it.
Right.
This is a consumer data which we provide, right? But
Obviously.
there is no incentivization. So this could be another way of using the blockchain, because blockchain is a you can easily identify which data and whose data is coming, and you can create an incentivization model to those users' data used.
Right, means storing the data on chain using a cryptographic format, let's
Correct.
see IFFS and all other stuffs,
Correct.
and then using the ZK protocols to then incentivize the actual users who
Correct.
own that data.
Correct.
And AI will be the part of just to train on itself, never revealing the data to let's say Google or any third party services. So that can be achievable, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's really a great thing that we recently heard, and all the things are going on. I have one more following up questions around this. That recently Solana launched their MCP servers, and with that, based on the chat executions only, you can transfer the crypto funds from here and there. So, is it really secure to give your private keys, or let's say give your authority to those agents, and they will do all the stuff?
I think it's risky, and that's why you need a trusted MCP actually.
Trusted MCP,
Yeah, and blockchain is a way to do it. So let's say Solana, and MCP is what? Is it some kind of API server technically, right?
Obviously,
which you defining your tech guardrails and defining what AI agent can do.
Right.
Now to interact with a particular server. Even so, but how someone should be sure that the MCP using our credential or private keys is secure.
Yeah.
Or they are not going to use the purpose beyond what is supposed to do. Think about, let's say for example, this MCP server are using this my credential and let's say transferring some fund. How can I sure he is not going to use the keys again without my consent?
Without your consent?
Correct, consent, right? It's challenge. And for doing that thing, we needed some kind of mechanism to make this MCP or agent to agent communication trusted and secure. And blockchain is a very good way to do it. Like
self-sovereign identity to actually given to the agents as well.
Correct. So I think same thing actually currently working, where we are creating a trusted MCP kind of framework where we adding the AI agent as a identity and self-sovereign identity, and defining this is a control and also consent driven. So it's not like you given keys to the MCP and is keep using it.
Right.
Some kind of consent mechanism is required for that one. And also, I think that this is about tech guardrails. But there another segment come about the logical guardrail. For example, let's say I given AI agent to use my bank account or use my UPI to make a payment to selected item. Let's say for example the grocery or household.
Right.
But how you gonna ensure that like is not going to buy the item other than which I
that is the most important thing.
Yeah. So there's a logical guardrails, right?
Yeah.
The another example, let's say DPDP rules. Rule is there, right?
Right.
Where you define some kind of logical key what AI is not supposed to do. But how are you going to control it? Because AI agent is self-learning. Like when the AGI come in practice, where I think AI agent can be self-learn, then it's very dangerous to do it.
Right.
And where the trust layer or blockchain kind of things come in the picture, where you could use this thing and make the AI trusted and responsible as well.
Yeah, when we're talking about the trusted and all the other things, that AI should not do the repetitive transactions and all other stuff.
Correct.
So there are one more thing that we need to point out, that in India right now, the people are not a tech savvy, lots of the people.
Correct.
And AI is still a kind of a bubble. Some of the people just say that it's a bubble or kind of thing, And then coming back to the blockchain is like almost 50% people in India are never heard about what is the blockchain.
I think beyond 50,
and,
is not.
Yeah, beyond let's say 70-80%. So let's point out to this, that the agentic frameworks in future. So we have built these MCPs, we have built all these AGI models with trusted AI and all the stuffs. But when we discuss about that, when we give the private keys or consent to this AI and they will do our transactions. But right now in blockchain, 90% of transaction will happen only in crypto.
Correct.
So what do you think that our government is going to be do on this point of a trusted layer, that where will be crypto going to be a point of this AGI, will be this MCP agents, and how it going to be sustainable in our Indian economy?
So I think for the education and regulation both needs to be defined.
Yeah.
Right. Currently, if you take a blockchain, so is not defined what is legal, what is not illegal, right?
Right.
And that's why there are lots of fraud is happening. And even also the innovation is missing because the startups are going out of the country and doing something out there, right? So Dubai and Singapore. So that need to be defined. Another is the education thing also need to be done. So what education means, I mean, like it's not about to the developer level, but the leadership level.
Right.
And the motive of the governments actually as well, because currently government and leadership don't understand how the blockchain could be helpful for them,
Right.
and they're just implementing because whether they heard or whether they're supposed to do. But so this is one thing. And I think AI perspective, I think I don't think like everyone need to know about the AI. People should care about the outcome and benefit to it, right? For example, let's say internet.
Right.
We're not going to teach what is the internet, how the HTTP is, what is the TDP, UDP works, right?
Right.
But any normal person in village are using the internet. So same thing should be for the blockchain and AI as well.
Right.
You need to give some technology should be not for talked about it. It should be changing the life, transforming the lives. And I think the end user care about that transformation, not care about whether is AI or blockchain or whatever.
Right. So the education platform should be focused on what the outcomes it will give to you.
Correct.
That for our, let's see, not for technical peoples, but for a common people, we should
Common,
leverage
correct.
them, that what is the benefit of
Correct.
using this combination, not to learn about what is the blockchain, what is the decentralized.
Correct.
Because I think
there is a role of the people who are building those things.
Right.
Who decision maker, but not the normal people. Let's say, for example, I seen, let's say DJI is a great example, right? They're using blockchain and many people using it, right? But they don't know whether it's a blockchain. I think they are using the AI blockchain together.
Yes,
right?
with the same app.
With the same app. So they have blockchain for registry of data sharing of your data,
Right.
and the AI for matchmaking of your face. They are using it. But both technology together, but the who are user not care about, don't worry about it. So there's actually use of technology, and I think users should not worry about whether is AI or blockchain or whatever.
Yeah, for common people, it's they just have to look around the outcomes, and for actually technical peoples, they have to look around how this actually works, how they can build. So we were talking about the DG Yatra, right?
Correct.
So it is very a basic use of a blockchain, that storing the records, using it with the GKP, and then combining it with the AI. So like when we discuss about all this blockchain, AI, and all this other stuffs, every project that we saw, it is built out of the India. Let's see, in Dubai, Singapore, they are the hub. But in India, we see there are some lack of, let's see, AI and blockchain with differently. They are doing that. That's why AI and all the other things they are doing.
No,
but
I'm not agree. Like everything is building outside.
Yeah.
So crypto tokens kind of thing is building outside, but in India also, let's say FIU under the Ministry of Finance, right? Almost 50 crypto exchanges registered here.
Yes.
There are 1,000 plus blockchain startups in India, right? And there are 20 states are building on blockchain in India. There's a national blockchain strategy. There is CDEC, there is MIT, CBSC, or the TRI, RBI. Everyone using it. I have many examples to show, right? So I think it's not, but I think the problem is about the innovation phase where there is no clarity on regulation.
Right.
Those are building outside, right?
That's the problem.
There's a problem,
Yeah.
and that is not a problem with the we don't have a tech or we don't have capabilities. The problem with the because government also want to be sure like this technology should not make people's life very difficult. You know, let's say
Right.
crypto frauds or the money laundering.
Yeah, the DAO
You
attacks and
know,
everything
all
that
those
were
things. This is
happened.
very
Yeah.
dangerous. So even I think this week only on Monday I was in Delhi with this crypto regulation meeting where we're discussing who should and how should we regulate the crypto industry.
Yeah, they are planning about the CBDCs as well with the
So
RBI.
CBDC already running from last
Yeah.
2 years, right?
Last 2 years, yeah.
So CBDC is just a one payment use case, but there are lots of crypto exchanging, trading, NFTs, all is there, and due to not clear regulation, the people are doing outside India because they don't want to be in trouble.
Right, that happens
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
Like we have a great mind, we have all the technical peoples, but due to some regulations and all the other stuffs, people went out and built some research-oriented things. But let's talk about the Indian developers and Indian IT professionals who actually dig into this blockchain and AI. Let's say a combination of using this because we know that decentralized AI and all the things going to be a future, like how Digiyatra actually execute their performance with all these platforms, you know.
Yeah.
So what will be your advice to our IT professionals or let's say blockchain developers or AI developers to, you know, leverage these things and with the regulations right now we have and build such kind of projects similar to Digiyatra?
I think every developer should work on actually real world use cases instead of just building a Ponzi schemes and Ponzi tokens. Right? This is for the blockchain people. And there are enough problems exist in India
Yeah.
to be solved.
Right.
So let's say for example in agriculture sector, in insurance, healthcare, and banking industry, e-governance, right?
E-governance is
So
the
there are
problem.
many use cases. So I think developers should work on that area and build some use cases. And for AI perspective, obviously, like in the same segment, you could apply technology for solving real world problems. And I think, and there is a support from the government and academia as well.
Yeah.
So whether take a India, whether take a MIT, whether take a different IITs or different state level incubators, always having a support in terms of grant, in terms of funding, if you really solving some problem. So I think developers should. I think there are two kind of one. Maybe they can build something and build a startup, use the
Yeah.
technology. Another maybe use this technology and be efficient and be ahead compared to the other your colleague in a corporate world.
Yes, yes. So that will be the guide for all the technical students.
Yeah.
So before we talk about all the stuff, so we were discussing about Aadhaar 2.0. So recently, I think government just launched that Aadhaar 2.0 and they are going to include the blockchain
Correct.
for the record storing and then AI will be there.
Correct,
So do you guide our people like what is that in depth about how
So
the blockchain is going
so
to be used?
I think simple. Let's say if you currently have a Aadhaar ID, and when you want to share your data to someone, you sharing complete document. Let's say go to any hotel,
Yes,
right?
right,
And these are the way people are misusing it.
right.
So technically, let's say if you're going to a hotel, you just want to prove who you are, and your address. Why you need to share about your biometric, your Aadhaar number,
Right.
or your date of birth, right? All those things. So Aadhaar is building the 2.0, and where they're adding the selective disclosure is a one component using blockchain zero knowledge proof. Is if you want to just prove your age, so you can create a predicate of your Aadhaar without saying actual your age and without saying your actual date of birth or other parameter of the Aadhaar and prove you are who you are.
Right.
So this is the Aadhaar 2.0 adding, right? Even I think DigiLocker already have this one.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did the verifiable credential kind of concept where you can have selective disclosure. So this is the blockchain perspective. AI also how they can. I still need to figure out what the AI they are using it, but the quantum they are adding in terms of making Aadhaar is a quantum proof ready.
Quantum proof.
Because how the quantum computing is growing in especially last 5 years, right?
Years.
No, and it is becoming mainstream. So think about it become mainstream, and then whatever you build in the cryptography will become crackable.
It will be a huge
Dangerous, right?
issues.
So that's why Aadhaar is also one, because everything in Aadhaar systems are centralized system running somewhere,
Right.
and it must be secure. So,
Mhm.
so using quantum plus blockchain plus AI is the main fundamental of the Aadhaar 2.0. What they're building it.
Right. So that means like for any a professional who is going to build the blockchain or AI system, they also look around these quantum proofs as well because
Yeah, quantum proof is
yeah.
another technology to be looked
Mhm.
into
Right,
if
right.
you're building
Because
a future-ready solutions.
the future ready thing, because that is also major discussions right now happening from last 2 years, I think,
Correct.
when Google launched their quantum
Google. And
computers.
I think talking about the India on this 26th January, right, today. So I think India also running a Indian quantum mission.
Oh, that's
How
great.
we were India AI, there is a Indian quantum mission is also there,
Mhm.
which is run by CDEC, and even Pune itself. If you visited the DIT Defense Academy of
Uh-huh.
I think in somewhere Khanapasla side, they have a quantum computer there,
Oh, that's great.
right? And
Uh-huh.
here CDEC also run a quantum supercomputing mission. So there are lots of things happening in every sector, and government is putting effort.
Yeah.
But but people always criticize not is happening. But I think actually lots of work is happening. You need to take that to next level.
Yes.
Government can't do everything.
Yeah, government can't do
They
door to
can make
door.
a
Yeah.
policy, they can define a roadmap, right? Now, but someone need to build and take from there to the next level.
That's really great news that government is already building, and in Pune itself we have that quantum computers
Yeah.
a research lab is there, right? So let's discuss about a few more things related to the quantum proofs and with the blockchain integrations that happened recently. About people were talking about a Bitcoin, right? And it is not hackable right now. The SH256 hash cannot be cracked, but with this quantum computers and all the other stuff, what is your thought that is it going to be breakable, or like all these conversations currently happening in industry? What is your thought?
I think it can breakable. So even recently there's a one Jeffrey,
Jeffrey, yeah.
right, who were holding in Bitcoin. He moved all his investment to the gold instead of the Bitcoin,
Yeah,
because
recently.
he raised the same concern like when quantum computing will be available for general purpose, it can crack the security of Bitcoin.
Right.
And how it is simply possible. So let's say currently if you're using traditional supercomputer, it takes maybe years, 1 year to do it.
Obviously.
But using quantum computing at the current state ready, it can just do in 18 to 1 day. So that thing is change. And when we grow in the quantum computing race, or maybe more improvement, let's say if let's say quantum computing today is doing let's say X level, it become 2x or 3x, then this will become a reality in a fraction of minutes. Someone can crack any kind of security.
Right.
So for that you need to be ready quantum proof. And what is the quantum proof? So there are a couple of NIST approved quantum cryptography algorithms there. PQC is there.
PQC there, yeah.
And another, there is a even existing cryptography, you can make such a kind of architecture to make that is also quantum proof.
The
So let's
additional
say
layers of
maybe you
SHS.
can do a couple of layers.
Yeah. The
Uh,
encryption layers to be
Correct.
included more and more so that it can be added.
Correct.
So there are one more thing that we need to discuss about when we are talking about blockchain hype and the bubbles all around the world, and there are lots of projects, that Ponzi schemes and all
Correct.
those things happen. People where retailers have invested their funds into their NFTs and some kind of crypto coins and all other stuff. So there will be a very high risk for those people who actually fork the Ethereum or Bitcoin and run their actually POS chains for higher scalability. Let's see, for Solana is much secure right
Correct.
now, but there are lots of other blockchains. They actually doing such kind of things to just get the higher TPS. So they are at the highest risk that we can say right now.
I said due to
with,
cryptography,
with
due
this
to
quantum computers.
Yeah, definitely. Because not just the blockchain, but every technology, what is used as a cryptography at the moment.
Yeah.
It could be an HTTPS, it could be your server.
The bank.
Because cryptography is the fundamental of the internet. Whether your transport layer security, whether the HTTPS, whether you even, let's say, you're storing your files in S3, you also use the MD5. So actually, everything, communication to the storage of files, storage of the data is cryptographic keys technically.
Right.
Yeah, PKI infrastructure. So all is thread,
Okay, that's
not just Bitcoin.
yeah. It's like for everything that bank sectors or
Yeah, bank
government
sector.
sectors, they are actually using
So,
some.
for example, let's say when you open your bank account and create your ID password is stored in a centralized ledger using encrypted format.
Yeah,
So, if,
it can be cracked.
if Bitcoin kind of network can be cracked, then what about that thing?
Yeah, and our Indians are very like they are trust very easily on all the stuffs. They don't manage very high secured keys. Let's say for a crypto, we have to manage the private keys, then store it
Correct.
properly, and then use it. But for, let's say, banks or any other platforms, we don't do such things. We just use the plain passwords and all these things.
Correct.
So that will be a huge impact.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Yeah, I think let's close this.
Yeah.
For last closing thing, let's. I want some advice from you for our IT professionals or the students who are actually started learning for a tier 2 or tier 3 colleges. Like what is the what should be their roadmap to get into this AI or into the blockchain? On what is your experience about? You were working with IITs and all other stuffs.
Okay. So I think India is going through the transformation in the startup ecosystem. So I always recommend a student or the IT professional, if you can have a risk appetite,
Yeah.
go for building a startups. Is a
Right.
huge opportunity at the moment with government support. Instead of doing for a job, I always recommend to build something. And I think still, if you want to be do a job, do efficiently.
Right.
And not just only for survival, because mostly IT professional I have seen, they are just survival and just especially the project manager kind of role
Right.
or the team leader kind. They are not hands on. You need to be hands on and apply the latest technologies to get in your day to day job, and be enthusiastic, be energetic, not just only survival phase.
Yes. Thank you so much
Yeah, thank you.
for all these discussions.